Porsche drivers all around the world who speed around Grosvenor Square. But more importantly, we're here in solidarity with all those that are demonstrating today in Chicago outside the NATO summit. The world is faced with war, the world is faced with poverty, the world is faced with 1 in 6 of its population going hungry. Are those NATO leaders getting together to discuss reducing arms expenditure, reducing tension and ending wars in the world? Not a bit of it. They're there to enhance the danger. They're there to increase the threats of more wars and more interventions, as if Afghanistan and Iraq have not been enough. They're now threatening a war with Iran, building up the threats, just like they did in 2002, building up the naval presence all through the Gulf, just as they did before the disastrous war in Iraq. We're here today to give them a message. We will not tolerate another war. We will not tolerate thousands more dead. We will not tolerate more hatred and more division in this world. We say no to humanitarian interventions. We say no to any attack on Iran. We say yes to peace and yes to disarmament. That's why we are here today. And I thank you very much all for coming along. And can I now introduce myself? Sorry, I should have done that at the beginning. Jeremy Corbyn, Chair of Stop the War Coalition. We've got a series of speakers from different organisations that make up the coalition of Stop the War. The first is a great, stalwart, fantastic person, convener of Stop the War Coalition. Please give a big welcome to Lindsay German.
Thank you very much, and thanks for coming here today. We're here today because NATO is meeting in Chicago this weekend, and it's doing a number of things. Most importantly, it is saying that the troops are having to stay in Afghanistan. There are 100,000 troops there. They have been there for more than 10 years. The number of deaths in Afghanistan has grown. The number of Afghan people who have died has grown. The war is not being won, but they tell us we have to stay there. And they tell us we have to stay there because they say the only way we can stop being attacked on the streets of London is to carry on killing people in Afghanistan. That is a lie. We've killed up to 1 million people in Iraq. We've killed tens of thousands in Afghanistan. Thousands of people in Pakistan are killed by drone attacks. And the world is a much more dangerous place than it was 10 years ago. Terrorism has not been reduced by the war on terror, it has grown.